My name is Jamie Bruno. I was raised in Jersey. Every summer, my nonno grew a garden. When he passed away a few years ago, I walked a spiral around it in the snow. I'm second generation Italian American. My Italian ancestors owned farmland in Italy, where they grow their own vegetables and even flour. So I have farmer's roots. My nonna and nonno moved to the United States when they were teens. I'm the first person in my family that went to college. Back then, I wasn't so interested in agriculture. I was a free spirit and I wanted to do my own thing. I decided on the arts and I graduated with a BFA in 2008. At that time, there was a big housing recession and there were not many jobs, especially not for artists. So I decided to travel to Seoul, South Korea. The country was looking for a lot of college graduates and there even was a special visa for it. I taught English there and I made art. It was an exciting time. I met other artists, I was part of a street art group, I created film and art exhibitions, and I even helped build a rooftop garden with my students. I lived there for 3.5 years. I loved art, but I had the feeling that the professional art world was too insular. I wanted something new. I wanted to get my hands dirty. I also wanted to see how to empower myself in a way that felt more connected to the earth and its systems and creatures. After I came back to the States, I went backpacking throughout the South. I worked at farms in exchange for food and housing. Living on farms made me feel more connected to the earth and its systems, in good ways and bad. When I was in Texas, I lived in a tiny tent during tornado season with a clay head as an emergency shelter. I drank sacred cow piss with Harry Christmas. I accidentally killed a chicken. All the work in the fields, killing pests, clearing weeds, life feeds of life. Living close to the land connected me to death in an agricultural setting. And it showed me how death, life drives off new life in an intimate way. It gave me a much deeper respect for life and death. And living in the city can disconnect us from that story, from what we eat, from what keeps us alive. Currently, I'm living in Newark, New Jersey. I'm engaged to a wonderful guy that I met in Jersey City a few years ago. I still work with the land. I've taught children in different schools how to be good stewards of the environment and to how cook and harvest and grow their own food. I also help run farmers markets, and these markets intentionally purchase from urban farmers and gardeners as locally as possible, helping to develop a greener and denser food system. For me, the process of art making is grounded in self-reflection and deep meditation on my own experiences and relationships. Of course, my experiences with urban agriculture feeds into my work. My last large installation, it was an indoor geodesic greenhouse, and there's a functional aspect to it. When it was placed in community gardens, it could help to extend the growing season. In the gallery, it offered people a place to relax in nature. The project was made completely from found materials, and even from garbage. The soil came from composted farm waste and vegetables from the urban gardens. It was inspired by some problems we currently face, such as the history of redlining, environmental injustice in poor communities, the quality of our urban land, and sadly toxic river. The name of the work is "And All Our Dead Can Live Again." It's a bittersweet title because, as far as we know, we only have one life. And for many, that life is horrific. People, nature, and the environment have been discarded in the name of progress. But progress for who? What have we lost in the name of progress? Who chooses what progress is? The work meditates on the exhaustion of hope, but the necessity of it. Connected with art or not, exhausted or not, I plan to keep searching.